Hey folks, back again. I'll forgive you if you're thinking this is a quick turnaround considering I just posted a video. But funny thing is, I had the most delicious sandwich yesterday and I just wanted to make one again. So I thought, hey, why not record it? Just because Santa loves me so much, this was part of my Christmas present. This is a big old fat ham leg, prosciutto. Num num num. Some of you who have seen my channel in the past have realized I'm a big fan of prosciutto, so I got this for Christmas because, as I said, Santa loves me, the wife loves me, everybody loves me. I'm just that guy. So I'm going to make for you a sandwich which I absolutely loved having in Spain. I lived in Spain for about 6 months many years ago. And this is pretty much a staple of that part of the world. This is leaning a bit more towards the Italian side because of the ingredients that I'm using, but it's very similar. It's the same concept. I've got prosciutto here instead of Serrano ham. I've got Parmesan here instead of Manchego cheese. I've got a ciabatta bun, which I'm going to toast. I got some lettuce over here. Unfortunately, that's not arugula. It's not exactly easy to come by around these parts. And then I've got some butter, some onion, some garlic, some mustard, tomato. And if you are actually so lucky to get one of these for Christmas, this is white truffle oil. Once again, Santa loves me. So, start things off, I'm going to get my bun toasted, because that's going to take a couple minutes. Oops, almost. Just like that. I got my toaster oven preheated. I'm going to switch it over to toast. I'm going to throw that in there and let that go. Since that's going, I cut my onion. The thinner you can get these slices, the better. I'll just get rid of those end pieces. Nice and thin onion. Just want the flavor on your tongue. That's it. That can go out of the way. Dry off my lettuce. Now the fancy way to do this, if you're eating lettuce, romaine lettuce, you cut the spine out. That's if you're going to a really fancy restaurant. I didn't learn that trick till I was well into my 20s. I thought everybody ate the whole thing. You know what? I bet you the guinea pigs will love this, so I'll give it to them. Here you go, boys. And we got one more here. So there's some lettuce. Now you're thinking I'm probably gonna take this whole garlic, slice it up thin and toss it on there. I'm not. All I'm going to do is crush it, take the skin off, and you'll see another trick in a second. Get a plate for all my other stuff that I'm done with already, so I can move that out of the way. And cut again as thin as I can. With some nice shaved Parmesan slices. Because you don't want anything overpowering the prosciutto. The prosciutto should be sliced nice and thin. If you get it too thick, it's too chewy. It's not as enjoyable. I'm not gonna lie. And then the tomato. Just cut off some thin slices again. And then just hold the rest of it to the side. Butter's another fun trick. Mustard's another fun trick. Truffle oil. Stuff smells fantastic. And I guess we should probably cut a few pieces of ham, shouldn't we? Let's just wipe this knife down. So just holding that up. I'm still learning to carve, so forgive me if I don't get a full slice. But you just have to go in sort of gently on a very soft angle. And hopefully, just like that, catch a bit. And again, trying to get it as thin as possible. I'm actually making some pretty big stew beef chunks here. But we'll make do with what we have. There's a nice one. And how's that for timing? Everything's ready to go. Move that out of the way. And get the toast a little bit crispy. Just cut those edges off. And actually, I'm going to toss it back in there the other way around, because it seemed like it did all one side. The heater is at the back, so I guess that wouldn't surprise me really, would it? I'll just clean that bit off the board. As I said, ingredients all ready to go, everything out in front of me. And that's still crispy, that'll do. So here we go. So the first trick I'm going to show you, whenever you have your butter, and let's pretend this doesn't exist, you're all done your butter, you've still got all that in there. What you can do is you can save these in your fridge, as my wife does, and you can use them to grease your baking pans, or in this case, if you want a very light butter coating, just brush it directly onto your bread. Another neat trick, I saw a Gordon Ramsay video once upon a time, and he actually took it and wrapped his piece of meat to be baked right in there with the butter, and it's just like rolling in tin foil. Voila! So that's the first step. The next step, you crush garlic. You're just going to rub that into the bread. Get some garlic flavor in there. As I said, I mean, this is a very popular type of sandwich in parts of the world like Spain, like Italy. They eat this kind of thing all the time. Even in Slovakia, where my wife is from. I think ciabatta sandwiches with some prosciutto sliced up were quite popular. After you've done that, take your half a tomato, same trick. Rub it into the bread. And I'll just show you that so you can see the difference in the color. Do it again the other side. And you've got tomato garlic bread. Yay! So now you just build it however you want. I'm going to start with some onion on the bottom. Just like that. And then I think we'll do the meat. Anybody who knows me is knowing I'm trying my absolute best not to just eat this meat right now without even getting it on the sandwich. But I shall try my best. So I'm going to load it on because I love this stuff. There we go. And then we'll put the cheese on the other side, and maybe some of that will melt into the bread a little bit. And we'll get lettuce to hold it onto the bread. And then your tomato slices right at the end. And I almost forgot, actually. This stuff is very potent. You don't need a lot of it at all. A couple of little drizzles. I'm just going to do a little touch of the mustard, because that truffle oil is already on there, and that's a strong flavor, so you don't need much of anything else. And that's done, and that's done. A little bit of seasoning. And that, my friends, is a perfect sandwich. As they say in Slovakia, dobro hut. So good. See you next time.